And for leg day, after the yoga flow warm up, we're going to cross our legs and do the knee pull glute opener. We want to take big deep breaths, pulling the knee to the chest, squeezing that left glute while we're in there, turning to the left, turning to the right, making sure we're pulling the knee to the chest and not just bringing down the chest to the knee. Fiddling around with it, looking left, looking right, pulling, hanging out there, guys. Dead bugs. As the right leg, left hand goes down, we keep the belly button down. Number one rule is pull your belly button down to your spine. You shouldn't be able to slip a hand under your lower back. Breathing, keeping everything braced. And jumping into the back squats. Notice I'm going to kind of pre-brace my body. Pre-brace, breathe in on the way down. Heels stay down, chest stays up. Try to get a little glute squeeze at the top. My biggest cue for squats is to screw your feet into the ground. You do not want to be all on your heels and you do not want to be on the edge of your feet. Screw your feet into the ground. Here's an alternative, a goblet squat. You want to keep your elbows somewhat inside of your knees. Chest stays up, heels stay down. Try to feel your heels and your toes all on the floor, breathing out on the way up. If the goblet squats are a little too gross, then we're going to go to just regular body weight squats. Heels down, toes down, feeling the arch of the foot. Now moving on to the rear foot elevated split squats. I have a barbell on my back. This is the hardest. Notice the front leg, heel staying down, chest is staying up. If this is very gross, then we're going to drop the level of the box behind you. Notice it's a little lower now. Breathing in on the way down, breathing out on the way up. Very quad intensive. If that's still pretty gross, then we're going to do just body weights. We want to make sure the knee doesn't wobble and we're keeping that front foot flat. And we're supersetting straight to the one leg bench explosion jumps. Notice I am really trying to get as much explosion out of that leg as possible. If it's gross, then we're just going to do one leg bench squats. Foot stays down, chest stays up. If this is still pretty gross to do, then we're going to raise the height of the bench or the box or the chair. Heel down, chest stays up. And the next superset is Cossack squats or side lunges, if you will. Notice both feet are flat and both toes are staying pretty straightforward. The knee goes in the direction of the toes, trying to feel the adductors, the groin muscles work and everything. Breathing. Go at your own level. You do not force a depth that you do not have. We are keeping the knee straight towards the toes, feeling the groins, feeling the quads work, breathing out on the way up. If that's very gross, then we're going to take a dumbbell, a plate, a goblet, or something like that and hold it out in front of us. Go at your own level. We're not forcing a range of motion we do not have. Smooth. If that's still gross, then we're going to grab onto a pole or a door or something in front of us to help assist us. Go at your own depth, your own level. Come back up. Breathe out. Right after the Cossack squats, we're going straight to Baywatch pose and hitting the abduction. Keep your body straight. Keep your toes pointed straight ahead as well. You're going to feel that nice upper shelf of the glute kick on as we come to the top. Get maximum height and control it down. The next set of exercises will be the dumbbell walking lunges. We're going to keep the chest up, the front foot flat, and try to feel the glutes kicking on at the top. If weights are gross, we're doing body weight. Really control on the way down, squeeze that right glute on the way up. Control, breathe out, squeeze that left. And we're ending with some calves, guys. We need to make sure that we are hitting full range of motion on these. So all the way down, all the way up, give a nice squeeze. Control, all the way down, pause, give a nice squeeze at the top. We are not just going up and down, up and down. It's feeling the muscles work, squeezing, breathing, mobility, and calf gains all in one. All right, guys, that was a freaking sweet leg day. Now we're going to kind of cool down with 90-90 hip swivels with a glute squeeze. Notice I'm coming back to this position every time. Swivel 90 degrees at the knees and at the hips. Swivel back to starting position. I go internal rotation, external rotation of the left leg, coming back to the position. Now it'll be external rotation of the right leg, internal of the left, little glute squeeze. Feeling the hips unglue so you're not leaving the gym all jammed up. And here's the lunge reach back pretzel stretch. You're going to reach back with your opposite hand, grab your opposite toe. Breathing as we push the hips down, breathe out. You might want to squeeze that left glute while we're in there. Breathe in, look to the right, push the left hip down, get some rotation in there on that femur. Still breathing. We want to cool down properly, guys, and make sure our quads are taken care of. If the reach back is too gross, then we're going to find a wall, put your knee about 6 inches away from the wall, and we're going to try to mimic that position. It's a little bit easier than the reach back. Breathing, making sure that we're squeezing the glute, squeezing the quads. Nice job.